Hello, hello, everybody. Hello. So good to see you here. This is the first time that you see this face. My name is Ayo. And as you probably have figured out by now, I love helping entrepreneurs. And here with me, I have Gavin, who is here just to have conversation with me today about Path to Profit, his journey into entrepreneurship, not only Path to Profit, but his experience in the container for 3 months. Gavin, you had some massive breakthroughs in terms of mindset and figuring out what is that thing that you really want to do. You have some interesting moments that were very also inspiring and powerful throughout the calls, and you went really deep inside in that journey. Would you mind sharing with us? You joined Path to Profit in March, so you were in the March group.
Yeah, in the March group, and there's an echo, but I don't know if that's okay, if you can hear that. But yeah, so I was in the March group, and yeah, you know, I wanted a path to profit is what I was looking for. But really, it started out because everything, you know, it's an internal journey. This is the entrepreneurial journey is an internal journey, at least for me. So I think that some of the biggest things I got from working with you was certainly the understanding of leadership, and really just knowing what that is, you know, and actually everyone, and me included, stepping into my own leadership within my business. I am the leader, so I also know I need to be an example as well. So that was a very important piece. I also recognize that my communication is an area that needed work, that it needed refinement. So very important as well. And for me though, because I also do a lot of introspection. So I realized that really what I was like, I took a look, like, why did I set up my business? Why did I set up my business? And I'd set it up in reflecting on it now because I was looking for faith. I was looking for belief, and it's a belief in myself. I was testing, but I was also a belief in the universe, to put it in broad terms. So what I've really gotten out of the last couple of months together has been to learn to act with faith, and learning that it's really all about belief. This is the conclusion I've come to. So I feel like I know what I'm doing now. I feel like I know where I need to be acting and in what way. So yeah, so I've started to do, got a workshop coming up next week, and I'm getting clear on my communication. I'm feeling more confident about my communication. I feel like I know what I'm doing, like what I offer. So yeah, so it's just been a very powerful and clarifying experience for me, Ayo. So it's been great.
Yeah, thank you. And also what I noticed, and I want to mention that because for me, and the reason why we're here, and I give you as an example to a lot of people that I work with, you don't know that, but I do it, was that when you came, it was almost like in you, I felt this doubt. Am I doing the right thing? Is this the right thing? Why am I doing this? It was almost like the doubt in yourself as well, because there were a couple of things that didn't work, and you kept on asking me, so what works?
Yeah.
And truthfully, what I wanted to show you that what works is you work. And Path to Profit was and is all about that. It's not about the latest trend and jumping on reels or doing webinars or doing that kind of launch and that kind of launch. What I wanted to create, and you really got that feeling, was it's you. And you just mentioned it, the faith in you, but also the knowing that you know the path. And instead of being in that situation of like, am I doing the right thing? Is that the right thing? Is that the right thing? It's more of like, let's just fucking go and do it. And I honestly was seeing you on these calls. Another thing that I think is really worth mentioning, that these calls, when we were having the calls, it was almost like they were unlocking that thing in you to go even deeper, because you will come and you'll be like, I thought the whole weekend about this. And I just had the big epiphany that this is not what I want, but this is what I want. Like, we had some massive breakthroughs with you in terms of like, this is not what I want. This is what I want. This is not what I'm going, but this is where I'm going. So it was more of like clearing space. And a lot of people get stuck into what will be like, how do I need to launch? How do I need to do things? What platform I need to use? Whereas there's much more other important things. And you were very honest with yourself. Like, you had, sometimes you will jump and have a question, but it will more be a dialogue for yourself and yourself. Like, I could, and it was beautiful to observe how you had this inner dialogue with yourself the whole time.
Yeah. Well, such a big part of it. I've known this, but it's everything sort of got, it's like, I feel like I know it more on an emotional level. Like, it really is all about me. It is all really about every single individual. So like, you do have great tactics. There's great tactics, great strategy as part of it, but that's not the essence of it. That's sort of like just like a layer on top of the real work, which is, well, who am I? I think that was one of the first questions you asked on the first, you know, that's part of the reflection. So yeah, so I've figured that out, really. So
and also what I saw in you, another thing that was very powerful, and I think that in the future that will be super powerful for you, is also just to go and get it. Go out and get it. Go out and do it. Because a lot of people get stuck into, okay, what is my niche? What problem do I solve? What do I do? And they don't, like, they are stuck in the thinking, but they're not stuck in the doing. But we have people who are very stuck in the doing, and they're not stuck in the thinking. But you got into the state of like, and I told you so many times, just go and do it, just go and do it. And you're just like, how am I going to go and do it? We're just going to do it. And we had even these conversations with you when it comes to like clients, and if there's some resistance on the other end, how to like go and just claim what you want to claim and be open and think about, it's just make the sale, you know?
Yeah. And to just, keep moving, but doing it in a certain spirit is doing it. It's really hard to articulate. I think it's really hard to teach, to be quite honest. This notion of expecting an outcome, but being detached from the outcome. to do it in a spirit of just the spirit of commitment and intention and service, even if things look a bit uncertain. So it's just a wonderful journey to be on, the entrepreneurial journey. So it's been really wonderful that we've been able to work together for the time that we've been together, which has been really awesome.
Absolutely. And I really enjoyed also your insights when it comes to the people in the group, because sometimes you will just jump in the group, which is what I often say, that people need a mastermind. People need to be in the group, because very often you will come with a question, and sometimes people will be like, well, I don't have a question, but then you will come with a question, and then the group will be like, whoa, okay, this is pretty deep. So for me, that was very beautiful to see how you were. And we actually had a conversation like that very often you jump in the group and you make the group, like, you have conversations in the group, which is so powerful for you to also see, again, going back to leadership and how you can lead yourself. So I love that. And thank you so much for being yourself. And thank you so much for jumping on this journey to really looking yourself and be like, Gavin, let's just fucking do this. I mean, there's no plan B, there's plan A, and we jump into plan A. And I love that. I
So just to
appreciate
say,
it.
so yeah, the reason I jumped in the first place was just because you have just such great energy. So I just wanted to kind of
Yeah,
absorb some of that attitude, some of that. Yeah, it's just your energetic
absolutely.
field.
Absolutely. And I was seeing your face because you know me, it's like most of the time is uncensored. So I was seeing your face just like cracking on the calls. Like I would just say something and I will look how, oh, this is Gavin reacting, and you'd be just like laughing. And I definitely think that your energy even shifted, like from the beginning when you came and after that of like getting more real. You were getting real with yourself. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I had this sensation towards the end, and especially wrapping up with the last module, which is all about the person and really claiming your I am and who you are. I felt this power in you. I felt like this, you came and you were in a stage where you weren't certain, you felt a little bit heavy, but then you came in a stage where you're like, okay, there's more clarity here. I feel more comfortable. I feel more confident with what I'm doing and what I'm doing.
Yeah, I was speaking to a colleague of mine, I guess, also within this space, and he said to me, Gavin, we spoke 2 months ago, and he said to me, you're like you're speaking way more confidently now about what you're doing than you were 2 months ago. Yeah. And I was like, oh really? So I don't know, I hadn't noticed it, but I get it's coming through, which is awesome. So
for sure, I saw the difference, like in the beginning when we were having conversations and brainstorming around your offer, and even yourself, and even coming and speaking from the person who will come, and the way you speak to the person, even the person who you are right now on the call. Like even now I can sense your energy and the way you are, which is huge. So I just want you to take this and ride the wave. Just ride the wave. Gavin, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. You were absolutely, like, it was amazing to have you in the container, and other people, the rest of the group truly love you. Like as I mentioned, I had a call, one-on-one call with one of the ladies who was part of the group, but she was just like, yeah, he's amazing. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you with all my heart. Thank you so much.
You too.